Alright. I hopped on the bus, and the girl with the bouquet for eyes looked at me and said, "Ne vous asseyez pas, s'il vous plaît, à côté de moi." So I took the vacant seat next to her. She was cute, and if I wasn't careful, I could have made the dangerous mistake of falling in love with her. She looked at me and said, "Vous êtes un pion, et je vais vous utiliser." I had no idea what that meant, so I said thank you, and she shook her head and said, "Je ne parle pas anglais." I didn't speak any French, but I took 2 years of German in high school, and since they were practically the same thing, I said, "Ich will mich an Sie verlieben," which means I want to fall in love with you, but I said it with a French accent. She looked at me and smiled like she understood, raising a coquettish eyebrow that set my stomach undulating like rolling shockwaves of 2 tectonic plates that have just made love and no one knows about it except for the rain clouds. "Vous ne savez pas des choses de l'amour," said the girl with the bouquet for eyes. And although I don't know what that meant, I could have sworn she said, "I need you, I can't live without you, you are everything in my life." Each word in the sentence dazzling like a reflection of the sun off a gently rippling lake with cranes in it and a bunch of other stuff. And the cranes are in love, and the lake is in love, and the sun is in love, and I am in love, and that was my first mistake. I attempted to pull away from the gravity of her gaze. I looked out the window at the antique streets and watched the ancient people walking along them. I watched the weather grow appropriately subtle. I watched the vendors handing out every kind of fruit that has made man think and think twice. I tried to think about anything other than the warmth of her skin inevitably close to mine, the reason Troy fell painted on her lips, and the sweet smell of her carbon dioxide exhalation suffocating all senses within me. But my eyes grew wary of looking at anything but her, so I looked at her again, and I was met with her asking a question. "Le monsieur, pourquoi le rendez-vous si facile pour moi?" I shrugged and said, "I don't know." I don't know why the moon sits up there contemplating insanity and why the sun is the loneliest constellation in the universe. All I know is that they revolve around you. And while I know that these are simple cliches, I know that they are true. When I said this to her, she leaned towards me, crossing every line of demarcation that has kept me at safety. I knew it was over, especially when she put her hand in my pocket and her lips to my ear and whispered, "C'est où je vole votre portefeuille." The bus shuddered to a standstill and she got off, leaving me paralyzed on my seat. It wasn't long after I got off at my stop that I realized that "C'est où je vole votre portefeuille" means this is where I steal your wallet. But I still want to pretend that it meant I love you. And thank God in the end that she only stole my wallet et elle n'a pas volé mon cœur.